Hello YouTube, we are back in Hush and we are going to be looking at a really cool track called SpongeBob Your Pants, and it's a pretty new track here in Hush. I would say difficulty level 7 maybe max, and then it's as gnarly as you make it. So basically once you try to push the speed here, that's kind of what makes it a 7. If you're just cruising down it, I'd say it's similar to Big Johnny, which is a 6, and yeah, we haven't been down it yet today. I'd say it's probably a bit soft, a bit wet, a bit mushy, but it should be a good crack, and let's make it happen.
What have we stumbled upon?
We have stumbled upon a gap, Brendan. So it's probably a bike length and a half, I guess, of a gap to actually get to the start of the landing, so the knuckle. And it looks like they've made an attempt to have it somewhat rollable with putting rocks behind the lip, but it's one of those things, it's not that hard if you carry in speed from the road. So you could start on the road, roll in nice and clean, open up the turn across the road, and then just do this as an individual feature before you work it into a full run. And yeah, I would say it's not that difficult if you start on the road, do it once, and then hit the corner, and then hit the drop as one. Obviously if you're going quick, you can kind of get the last kind of pocket, which is a real Bren move, and then if you're wheels on the ground kind of person, you can just land where my bike is and you'll be sweet. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's like overly crazy. It's fairly standard. Would you agree, Brent?
No.
No?
No.
Oh. Oh right. Well,
it's pretty ruthless.
Is it ruthless?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm desensitized.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah, I think it's pretty ruthless.
Oh. Oh, they're riding over there. Yeah. Well, okay, so if it's pretty ruthless, do you want to do it like a demo of how to do this? Should we break it down real quick?
Let me break it down for you.
There's a big difference between where you start. When I said start from the road, the track is over here. You're going to be cornering as you come across the road. If you do want to attempt this, I'd say starting straight on, so it's a complete straight line in. A few pedal strokes and then a small pop should do it. So let's give it a go. So pedal in. Kind of makes it, oh, leave that stick there. I think that type of way of approaching features, isolating them, doing them on their own, figuring out what type of running you need to get confidence on the feature, and then bringing it back in and incorporating it in the track and in a full run. So by slightly altering my run in, making it a straight line, coming in confident, relaxed, and then just a small pop off the lip. So basically like you would do anything, small pop, so you're like a jumping motion, just small pop off the lip. Pretty straightforward. Land anywhere you want and then brake whenever you feel like it, and then you can incorporate it in and do it as a run. So yeah, I know Bren kind of disagrees and thinks it's nuts, but I'd say this is like max a 7. It's fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay, like with anything I say, take it with a pinch of salt. Know your limits and know your skill range and level, and don't just free willy off anything because I say, oh yeah, this may work, because it doesn't work for everyone. You should always hit features like this if you're with a group of riders, and always rely on your friends, the ones you trust, for their judgment and opinions on these things. And yeah, I probably need a smaller run in the most. So I've just had a little chat with Bren, and he said that starting on the road may not still be for everyone, and I actually totally understand. So yeah, once again, always know your limits and don't just listen to me because I'm on YouTube.
How does that gobshite might get on the television.
How that gobshite get on the telly.
Aggressively rooty.
We're here at the Volkswagen Golf key section. Daniel.
Yeah, okay, so what, like 1/3 of the way down the trail, and as you've seen so far, we got really dark soil. It's quite soft, a lot of roots coming through as the trail matures. We're probably in one of the most aggressive sections we'll find on the track with regards to roots, rocks and some holes. So you've got a hole then on the outside here that it looks like a lot of people are going towards, hitting, probably getting booked and then having to come back and join the rut again. I think it's worse trying to miss that, so maybe we come in here, slow down a small bit, ride smooth through here and then try to glide across and then hit the last bit of the rut, and hopefully that will make this section a little bit smoother, more predictable run by run and just less gnarly. So if you can make things a little bit less gnarly without losing any speed, I think that's a win. Let's try to do it. Brendan, can we just give the fans a little breakdown what happened there?
I just kind of had the bag in under my elbows and kind of harder to steer, but it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't.
You're some boy.
Went
man.
for the inside, so
I know,
right.
yeah. And you, you nearly went out of frame.
Just keep it going, really. Keep it moving at all times, I think is important on these top bottoms.
Yeah.
Hesitation kills.
And you didn't hesitate.
No.
You nearly went out of the frame again.
Just keep it going. I think I kind of pulled a little bit more than I did last time, but I was inside a lot more.
Yeah, you surprised me. I didn't expect you to pull even more.
Yeah, I expected them to land further out the other way, but sure, look, it is what it is.
If the audience wants to see more Bren hooking his meat off things, just comment below.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And the beautiful thing about Bren is he can kind of come in near like a stuntman and do things like I can't, a lot of people can't. So you can kind of just like a tag team Bren in and he just gets it done, and
sure, look,
then we just get
someone has to do it.
Yeah, someone has
then
to
I grab the camera and
then I just do the easy bits.
Business as usual.
Okay, so we are coming towards the end of this trail. We've passed the last fire road segment and now we're into a very different style of riding. As you can tell, it's a bit pixely because it's quite dark in the woods. This is just one bright area, but it's quite dark, it's very tight, and obviously the trail before it went from super quick to quite like flat and slow. So the track kind of has everything. It has a bit of gradient, some tech, rocks, roots, ruts. Then it has that flat bit, so if you want to practice for enduro racing, you'd be sprinting that. And then if you're a little bit tired after sprinting across the flat, then you got all these tight corners. You need to ride them clean. It's very easy to put your front wheel into a tree. The ruts are super shallow and the visibility is really low because it's quite dark. So yeah, I think a few more ruts and then that should be a top to bottom. Super dark coming towards the end of the trail, so it gets really tight, wet rocks, and it's really dark. Can't really see the ground properly because it's basically like nighttime in here, but the trail goes that way. And yeah, I just think like this track has it all. It's literally bright outside up above, but the canopy's so thick that it doesn't really let in a lot of light. Sure, obviously this will be better in the summer, but yeah, I mean, it is February and it's about 4 p.m, so we're, you know, getting to the end of the day, aren't we?
Definitely. Sure, look, have at it.
It's like, get up, yep, get down, yep, back up, yep.
Efficient with my time, Dan.
I'm telling you.
It's for the fans, the wolf pack.
You are some boy on the camera.
Oh, sure, look.
He's ruthless. He won't give me a second.
Of course, you might recognise this jump from Joust Man, I think was the first to ever post a video on it. Followed by Dan and...
What was that? I think I need to work on my cleats. Bit worn. So that was it. Half seat wrecked. It was like a struggle to try get through the woods because I thought it was dark outside, but it turns out it's not dark. It was just such a dense canopy. That is SpongeBob your pants, and like I said at the start, I think I call this a 6 or 7 difficulty. I'd say that's fairly correct. It is as hard as you make it. Basically everything is rollable bar 1 or 2 features, which are very, very obvious. Brendan's making eyes at me, but they're quite obvious. You wouldn't just roll off them without like having a little instinctual kind of moment where you're like, you know what, I think I should check this out.
Give it a hoo-ha. Then
other than that, you literally have everything. It is classically Irish, especially at the end, quite tight, very dark, and then a few slippery rocks and roots. But overall, really, really good addition to trails here in Hush. And just nice to have like a soft track because it's so new. Just good for the old arthritis, you know. So that's it. That's everything. And is there something in my ear? Alright. Thanks for tuning in.
It's been annoying the viewers for the last one.
How's it? Oh, sorry. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, if you have any specific trails you want to see us take on, drop a comment below. We'll definitely be coming back to Hush again. This is an absolute glorious spot. The whole club out here deserve a round of applause. They're an absolute tribute to the community. Thanks guys, and yeah, cheers for watching. Thank you. Woo!